If you are planning to come to Bangalore for college, do make sure you watch this video till the very end. So my name is Vivek and I'm 23 years old and I moved to Bangalore 5 years ago to pursue both BCom and CA, and I graduated from St. Joseph's College of Commerce in 2021, and as of right now 2 years have passed since I graduated. So a lot of things have changed over the past 2 years or so, mainly COVID. Yeah. So I'm also joined here with Nishchay, who is currently pursuing BCom from St. Joseph's College of Commerce. And similar to my situation, he also moved from another city to Bangalore to pursue BCom. So I just wanted to have like a conversation with you with regard to how college has been so far, your admission process, how you found a place to live, and a lot of other questions that most people coming from other states don't have answers to. So this can be like as candid as you want. So yeah. So who are you? What do you do?
Okay. So my name is Nishchay Sehgal. Currently, I am pursuing BCom Strategic Finance. I'm in my first year in HGCC. So I am from Bhilai, Chhattisgarh.
Okay.
Which comes in the central India.
Okay. And also, like, how much did you get in 12th and how was the admission process like? Let's just take the timeline of a student after 12th standard and up to the point of admission in college.
Yeah.
So how did you get in 12th?
So I got 91% in 12th.
And so then so you got 91%.
Yeah.
Then what did you do next?
After that, I started surfing for college. So
and you also had decided you wanted to come to Bangalore.
Yeah.
So
initially, first it was Bangalore. Like then colleges in Bangalore. It came Christ.
Yeah, Christ.
So
and
Christ, all the campuses I applied. And
so SJCC.
Then SJCC and HTU.
Okay.
Then SJCC, but over SJCC I applied for BCom Strategic Finance. The reason I chose SJCC, to be honest, to be transparent, I didn't get into Christ.
Oh, okay.
But after that, I'm happy I didn't get into Christ.
Oh, nice.
Talking about the admission process in SJCC, for me it was online. So when it comes to online, it was first they'll take a subject knowledge test, which will be all around like your accounts, maths and everything, and it is pretty much easy. You don't need to like study for that if you are good in accounts. Otherwise, no. Yeah. After that, there was a subject knowledge interview. So it will be one-on-one interview with the ma'am or a sir. So they'll ask you questions, and the questions are pretty much like in depth.
Okay.
So it's not like you know the basics of some accounting and you'll be able to pass that interview.
It's pretty tricky.
It's pretty tricky, yeah. And it's all around like general knowledge, everything. And trust me, if you don't know any question, just say you don't know any question. Don't try to make up things.
Right.
Because they can understand. They have been taking interviews from many years.
Right.
Then after that, there is a personal interview. A personal interview, basically it is with everyone. If you get into that interview...
Everyone in the sense? Like everybody on the panel or something?
Yeah, 5 to 6 people will be joining the same class as yours.
Oh, okay.
So if you get into that interview, trust me, you are into HGCC.
Oh, okay.
So it's one formality where they'll tell you what is HGCC about, how it works, and the history of HGCC.
Okay.
That's all.
So just coming back, so basically there are 3 stages, which is the test, the interview, and then after that the personal interview. So then and everything for you was online.
Yeah.
Because it was in 2020.
22.
Oh, 22.
Yeah.
I feel old. Okay, so it was in 2022. Okay.
For 23, it's offline.
But as of right now, in 2023, what is the process like?
So currently the process is completely offline. So first of all, if you want to get into SJCC, you have to travel all the way to Bangalore. Then you have to be in the college and give that exam. If you pass that exam, second you will be selected for the interview.
Right.
So there will be a cost involved for the people who are coming out.
So like I would say the general cost would be probably travel. Then accommodation.
Yeah.
And also the highest cost of like what if I don't get in? Then everything.
And obviously the exam fees too.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
So yeah, like that's quite a good, decent figure I would say.
The people I know in SJCC, most of them are from Bangalore.
Yeah, right.
So it's pretty much easy for them. But yeah, if you are coming a place such as Bhilai or a state like Chhattisgarh
or Kerala,
trust me, like try to get into HJCC.
Okay. But for you, what was the cutoff percentage? Like, because I remember for my time, it was 94% cutoff for CBSE.
Okay,
Yeah.
so basically for HJCC there was no cutoff percentage for me.
Right.
Because the before only the results came out, the exam process was done already.
Okay, because like in my time, I feel old when I say in my time. Like in my time, admission was based on 12th marks.
Yeah.
And there were no tests at all.
Oh.
Yeah. So it was just like if you clear the cutoff, you have a good chance of getting in.
Oh, so basically they have changed this.
Yeah. So I think after COVID came, the relevance of your 12th marks kind of goes down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because
completely,
of that,
I don't even like take 12th marks into consideration.
But that doesn't mean you should not study. Study well. Yeah, but at the same time, just know that even after you get good marks or bad marks in 12th, there'll always be a test in whichever college you go to, right?
Yeah, in whichever college.
You finished your class 12th and then you went through this entire process of giving tests and the interview. So at what point of time did you come to know that you got in? Like, did you get like an email or something, or how was that like?
So first two steps, you'll be having this information about you if you're getting. Third step, when you have taken the personal interview.
Oh, okay.
So
it's implicit that like if you get to the personal interview, then you have kind of gotten in.
Okay. But for the clarification, next day you'll get an email that you are into HJCC.
Right.
No.
Yeah, so it's like if you get the call for the personal interview, that means it's kind of sure.
Half of the people I knew, my friends and all, they didn't apply for HJCC. They didn't knew about HJCC.
Oh, okay.
So if you see in North India, I would say half of the people doesn't know even know about HJCC. But when it comes to Google, if you Google about the top 10 BCom colleges in India, HJCC would be one of them.
Right. Yeah, and I feel like there's a reason for this, right? Like in terms of like infrastructure, like HJCC doesn't have the best infrastructure.
No, it doesn't have infrastructure.
Yeah, so in that sense, I don't think it can accommodate a lot of people.
True.
So then there are like decent amount of crowd in Bangalore itself who will like will just come to HJCC. So it's like demand is full.
Yeah.
So I mean, I feel like the number of students who come from other states to HJCC is way lesser compared to Christ or any other like university of some sort.
I think HJCC doesn't take that much of people outside from Bangalore. Because as far as I have seen among my crowd. But the thing is, I don't want to complain about that because it's here.
Right.
And obviously you should prioritize people who are over here, who have been living over here.
Right. The other thing I want to tell a lot of viewers is that SJCC as a college does not have a hostel of sorts, right?
No.
Yeah, and that's the biggest challenge I feel most students who come from other states will face. Mainly because majority of the crowd is from people who are already from Bangalore. So they will just come to college from home. So for them it's just an extension of school. But then for us, we have to find places to stay.
Accommodation,
Yeah. So how was that entire process? Because I remember it was a really tough task for me to like find a good place to stay.
I know.
So how was that for you?
So particularly SJCC doesn't have any hostel, but SJ, like the St. Joseph universities and everything, they have a hostel which is 2-3 kilometers far from SJCC. Even if you go in the site, there is an option for hostels over there. But it's not particularly for SJCC.
Right.
It's a like common hostel for all the SJ, like St. Joseph's universities in every college like that. So you can check that hostel for the first. But
is it expensive?
No, it's not expensive. It's actually cheap.
Yeah, but at the same time, when you have options of like living outside, I feel like most people want the entire college experience.
Exactly. So there are a lot of restrictions over there. So if you are going, think of it.
Okay, so then how was your process of finding a place to stay?
So basically, I got this PG which is right in like just behind of SGCC. It is a semi PG like flat.
Okay.
So there were restrictions, but it was a flat, completely flat.
And how did you find it?
I found it through a friend.
Okay.
So my friend, he was already studying in like Bangalore. He connected me to a friend. That friend was living over there.
Oh, okay.
So he gave me the contact about.
Because like for me, I didn't have any contacts in Bangalore. So it was very hard for me to find somebody on the inside to like, connect me with anybody. But so if anybody's watching and wants any contact Nischay. His Instagram will be in the link.
But I think you'll be able to
kind of figure it out?
Figure it out through brokers.
Right.
So half the people who were shifted to the same place as mine, they were shifted like through brokers.
Okay.
So I think broker would help you. Other than that, I think you'll be able to figure it out. Like in a week, you'll be able to figure it out once you get selected.
Right. Yeah. So then, like the two options will probably be brokers is one, and then the second is like just walk on the road and see if there are any.
There will be a lot of people in HJCC who will be finding accommodation too.
Okay.
So it will be easy for you too.
Right. Because I feel like this cycle happens every year, so they're kind of used to it, right?
And even in second year, there are people who are still looking for accommodation.
Oh, okay.
They want to like move into a better accommodation, upgrade it. So even like, and I would suggest if you're coming from like outside, move into a flat, bro. Like, you'll be able to understand things more clearly.
Right.
You have to wash your own clothes. You have to cook your own food. Then you'll be feeling like, okay, now you have entered something like different change out of your comfort zone.
Right, like the real world.
The real world, and everything will be so hard for you initially. But once you try to balance it, you'll be able to balance everything.
So I feel like that's also a big part of the entire college experience, right? Like going from living with your parents, like being a child of sorts, like to maturing into like an early adult.
Exactly.
So I feel like that's also important. So right now, you have been in SGCC for 1 year.
1 year, yeah.
So I just want to ask you about your entire experience so far. Like how has that been?
So my entire experience in SGCC so far is so good.
Okay.
Because first of all because of the people around me. Academics, I would say, it's good, but it's not like up to the mark that you'll be like you're just going college to study. So there are other things you have to try to in SJCC.
Right.
There are a lot of events. There are a lot of business fests. Try to participate in those fests, and you'll be understanding a lot. And like foremost, like over it, I think you should talk to people in HGCC.
Right.
The more you talk, the more your perspective.
Like networking, basically.
Networking is really important in HGCC, and not in HGCC, outside HGCC. You can use that brand name of HGCC to get into so good companies.
Like, did that help you?
It helped me. So not precisely SJCC, but it gave me a boost. So I'll tell you about it. First internship I did in OB Cocktails. So when I shifted to Bangalore, it was around August. So I shifted alone. My family and everyone, they haven't visited Bangalore till now.
Okay.
So when I shifted to Bangalore, under 10 days I got my first internship because my initial goal was to work with startups.
Okay.
Not SJCC, not any other college. My first internship, OB Cocktails. It is a ready-to-drink cocktail brand. So over there, I did my internship for 3 months, which was okay. I learned a lot of things, but the founder was from Bihar. He didn't even know about Bangalore and anything.
Okay.
So my first internship, I would not say that I got it because of SJCC.
Okay, but so was this before college or during college?
During college, August 1st, my college started. August 19, I was.
Oh, right. And the other very big thing, major thing I want to talk about is the timings. Because the timings are such that it is 7 to 11. And because of that is how you can do internship and go to college at the same time.
That is the best thing because I know people from Christ, few of my friends, they are not getting this opportunity to work outside college just because of their timings.
Right.
But when it comes to us, 7 to 11. You have to work, even 7 to 11 you have to be in college. After that you have whole day.
Right.
People, the second shift people, they wake up around 11 to come to college. You have the whole day to yourself, you can do whatever you want.
Right. And okay, so then coming back to your internship. So I feel like that also it's like a double-edged sword. It's like you can either choose to use your time wisely or end up wasting your time and do nothing much.
Exactly.
So I feel like you are doing a good job at trying to do as many internships as possible. So good job. So you got admission in August of 2022.
22, yeah.
Yeah, and then you started an internship with a company called OB
Cocktails, yeah. Second internship, so I took a break of 1 month. I went to my hometown, chilled over there for a while, came back.
Was there no college then?
No, end of first semester. There was a break. So after that, I started searching for internships again, and more like when I started again, so I got this opportunity in CRED. When it comes to CRED, there are people from Bangalore working over there. So they know the importance of CMS, SGCC, and SGU and Christ.
Right.
So when it comes to companies like CRED and all, or if it comes to GS, Goldman Sachs, people over there are from Bangalore. They understand the value of SGCC and other colleges. So they are more induced to picking you.
Right.
There's a brand name involved over there. So that's why.
And this will not only help you throughout your college, it will help you like even during placements when you sit for jobs, because a lot of these MNCs and big companies, irrespective of the fact that BCom as a degree is nothing too specialized, they give you decent paying jobs like compared to other BCom graduates is one. And then the second thing is alumni networks, right? So it's like if you ever want any help, like I'll always be like willing to help you out because of the SJCC bond, right? I think
that's the reason. So SJCC, I would say it's all about crowd and networking.
Right. Yeah.
So there's if you're paying XYZ fees, just try to make out try to make maximum out of it.
Right.
Because I think as soon as you shift to some other new state, you should start working from the next state on yourself for someone else, but start working.
Right. Yeah.
Don't like sit idle like that.
Yeah, so
because half of the people would be doing that. They'll be partying, they'll be going out. It's not like I don't party or I don't go out. It's just that I feel there should be a balance between things.
Nice.
Which I feel half of the crowd in SJCC itself doesn't have.
Okay.
But half of the crowd has, so be around that crowd and try to like grow yourself as much as you can.
Like just be responsible and also take the long-term perspective in mind.
Exactly.
So it's like think where you want to see yourself in 5 years and work accordingly. Okay. So you talked about your pros or the good parts of SJCC. But at the same time, there might be a few things which you don't like all that much. Are there?
SJCC? There are not any of such things, but when it comes to discipline, SJCCs sometimes they get a lot of they put a lot of restrictions on students. So which is I think it's quite reasonable. So there's no con.
Right. In your perspective.
In my perspective, there is no con for SJCC.
Yeah. I think that's it. Thank you so much for giving your experience.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. Subscribe.
Thank you.
Oh, and also follow Nishchay on Instagram and message Nishchay bhaiya, aapka video dekh ke bahut acha laga.
If you ever want to reach out to me or ask any doubt about internships or when it comes to SJCC, you can freely
I'll put
contact
his link in the description below.
Sure.
Okay.